Okay, so good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, the honorable judges, our worthy opponent, and all of the beloved audience. My name is Akrab Jafar Majid, and right now I will start my speech in three, two, one. Automation, uh, automation is the implementation of technologies, computer programs, robots, or any other process to create a product with minimum human input. Why we should replace the natural role of humans? Meanwhile, humans are taking the responsibility to others of or their family, despite we optimize the implication of workforce without consider the impact and the risk. So then, because of that, we have the burden to straighten the regulation of the manufacturer corporations, such as relying them with heavy tax. So proud to propose. Panel automation is something that right now, this nowadays is implemented more because of the issues that are bring up by the some of the corporation that saying that the humans work have the probability of malfunction and others, while this house clearly stated that they would heavily tax manufacturer corporation that automate majority of their workspace. We strongly agree with this motion as a representation of the government and the reflection of the society among us. Right now, automation is spreading massively the manufacturer corporation. The issues of their heading or the urgency of this growth is because of the quality of the workforce or even effectivity and the result of product. Many corporations applicate this so that they could get more profit with minimum time waste, also more guarantee product. Your Highness, this is a miserable mistake of thinking. They calculate the relevance and effectivity. Meanwhile, they just cannot look at the harm from the application. In every type of corporation, this automation move will clearly decreasing the probability of job fail and the role of human itself. While human is a social being who have their own way to socialize, communicate, growth, and this move will shut most of this right of definition. However, there is more of a bad probability that can cause an economic issues uh, rather than only caring about the profits. As I said before, humans have their burden to ensure other human life, such as a social type of being, and if the only way to get their purpose of their profit or income are to fulfill their family gone, what is more far worse condition that could happen? This is a structure of what can happen if this automation move or applicate as the operation team will bring after this. So it's going to be their burden to secure what is going to happen, and I already explained to you this is what can happen. Your Honor, we as the government team totally agree with the solution that already given by the context of this motion. Rule of heavy tax will work as a strict requirement to minimize the cost of this move, and at the same time it will be great income to allocate into government's program. Your Honor, right now I will give you the right and win-to-win solution uh, of the product quality issues that may be the urgency of this motion and the argument that oppose will bring. The first one, creating a benefit study for labor candidate. This program could deliver nicely as an analogy of preventing, not only fixing, and could 100% work as a responsible way of government to be the part of the positive growth. So if the government are implicate this kind of program, the people that are and the people that get the issues of unwealthy or unsecured workers are gonna get their study into a few years time or a few months times, um, um, securing their role as the worker so that they can have the quality of the work that should have in the corporation. So this corporation will not have more issues of um, taking more of human supplies rather than optimize their workforce. And the second one is the relative scale of workforce. We're not stand to erase all of the technology that used in some corporation. we're preventing the domination of the technology at the workforce issues, because technology is not 100% and not only can be the one and only solution to like prevent these issues that already bring up, because technology is just not only it's not gonna always work as it was, because the technology itself, robots and others, are also made up by humans. So this kind of move cannot prevent and ensure us 100% this is going to be like a really relative and relevant solution. And we're also going to give you some of the probability of what can happen more and far more to humans, um, one by one. So first one, human is a social being. They have their role and they have their daily routine and anything else. And if this one of their routine is to grown up to have their income for their family is shut up, the human will have their ability shut up. And if it is happen, human some of them are not gonna work simplify as before, because the ability of work should be trained more and more hard day by day. And if this move are shut up, the human natural way of thinking will also not work as the same before. And more of and the more of this application are being in society, the more of people that will losing their job, and economic issues are more going to bring up their surface. So it's not a win-to-win solution for the government if they will take the automations more into human workforce, because human itself have their character, have their natural way of thinking, as I said before, and that could be some of the unique implication at the product. So it will be more highly prices, and it will get the corporations more into profit in the good way, not in a harm way, by optimize the workforce. And in the conclusion, right now we stand for preventing something rather than fixing something that already have their another cause of this move. So that's all for me. Proud to propose.